Hey everybody. I'm just basically gonna be documenting a little bit of my thought process and the beginnings of my plan to install this. And I've seen a lot of installs where the blade is only going in to like here or something, like not even all the way, you know, what I would consider even remotely enough to get a solid blade in, you know what I mean? Obviously, we've got this guy here, thin neck, short socket, and I could go that way, but I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to do that here. And if you look in here, there's a little channel, I don't know if you can see it, where right there at the bottom near the hole, and you know, it looks like the plan is to take the wires and run up this channel into that hole, and then that hole comes out, you know, maybe, I don't know, a centimeter away from where this choke point happens, and then there's a little tiny trough cutting that choke point for you to squeeze the wires through. So if you want the blade to actually go down past this choke point, then you're really running the risk of cutting your wires right off, and I just don't want to do that. I don't want to run the wires in there and have to worry about the blade going, you know, cutting them off, or having to worry about the blade sitting so shallow that, you know, that I could just run the wires anywhere and not have to worry about it. Because pretty much you'd have to, you know, you couldn't even run it all the way down past like here if you know, want to avoid any kind of problem with the wires. So I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is, when you put these two pieces together, so this is what I would call the front, I suppose. So you can kind of see right here, we've got a few options as far as a place where I could hide a drill hole, right? So maybe right in here, behind this fin, or right in here, under this fin right there, in the corner here. And if I were to do that, we'd be looking at, you know, something like, let's see, that's the back. Goes like this. So, I mean, you can kind of see here what their plan is for you to, you know, you run up this channel through that hole, and then it comes out here. And this is, I mean, the clearance you get, you know, it's like maybe barely a wire. So if you want to run a blade through there, and yes, a blade will fit pretty much all the way down in here. Here, I'll just show you that right now. So, yeah, would it go this way, right? Okay. And this is a tight pressure fit, and that choke point I was talking about is what, oh, power just went out, would actually keep this from going in anymore. So the choke point and that inner tube are both 1 inch diameter. You can see that you can really, you know, if stuff isn't in your way, like wires, you can, I'm thinking about dropping it all the way down in like that deep, you know, we're talking like nearly 3 inches here. That would be a sturdy, I mean, it's sturdy now without even having anything screwed together, you know. This is really the tightest socket around a normal blade that I think I've seen. So yeah, thinking about just probably running the wires maybe up here and drill a little small hole, and yeah, I'd like to have a nice deep blade socket.